Hey everybody, welcome to the last game of round robin, game 4. Late night game here at Hatfield Blue Ice. Tonight's game is against the Golden State Elite from San Francisco, I believe, the Bay Area.
If I stand here, am I going to screw you up?
Nope, you'll be good. All right, start us out. It'll be Lang and Ricky on defensive end. Fisher, Prudo, Cusa with Justin Adams in net. So 15-minute periods. All right, looks like we're all set. Comes one back, picked up by Lang. Lang back over to Prudo. Prudo dumps it in. Elite, grab it. Back along the board, shuffled back. Sent back out to the point. Ricky's there, takes a shot attempt. Shot attempt goes off the side. Fisher back over. Sent back out into the neutral zone. Gets all the way back. No icing call. Picked up by Ricky. Waiting. Shuffles it around the opposite side. Lang drops it in the neutral zone. Prudo on the forecheck back over. Prudo tried to pick it clean. Shuffled it back out to the point. Almost got there. Golden State kicks it back out. Now it's in the neutral zone. Back over to Fisher. Fisher back over to Prudo. Prudo picks it forward. Back over to Cusa. Cusa gets taken off the puck. Set on the opposite side. Now across the blue line. Gets a shot off. Goes off the crossbar. Back out to Bops. Bops shuffles it over to Prudo. Prudo sends it back out to Dot. Back checked along the board, picks up, waves it off. Thought about it, sent it back over. Tobin. Oh my gosh, Tobin's shot goes off the post and comes right back at him. Unsure how that didn't go in. Back out to Nichols. And Nichols gets a shot, goes off the goaltender as well. Nichols, Kobe, Doc, Bobst, and Tobin. Puck's down, back over to Doc. Doc, shot attempt. Goaltender with a nice kick save. Doc takes a swipe at it. Now it's into the neutral zone. Center pass, opposite side. That's picked up by Doc. Doc. Up to Kobe. Kobe. Shot attempt. Kobe knocks it down, picked up by Golden State. by Tobin, sent back up over to Doc. Doc, center pass over to Nichols. Nichols across the blue line, try to make a move. Back out. Nichols, pressure onto the puck. Pops at the blue line. Sends it in, goaltender knocks it down, shuffles it over to the corner. Luka gets locked up. Puck shot attempt, right out front. Back over to Luka. Luka at the point, pulled up. Now it's out of the zone, picked up by Bart. Bart comes away, he's got Jake on the opposite side. Shot attempt by Bart, steered into the corner. Jake knocks it back down. Still floating out front. Golden State gets it back, piece into the game. Picks it back up. Turn and fire. No outside, now it's an outside. Justin knocks it down, back over to Peace. Peace. Try to pass through a defender, back up over to Prudo. Prudo into the protective netting. Should be a center ice face-off. Down over to Lang. Lang shuffles over to Thies. Thies. Fisher. Cross. Shuffles it back out. Cusa looking. Try to backhand over to Fisher. Back along the boards. Cusa. Over. Now it's into the neutral zone. Thies on the back check. Shuffles it back out of the zone. Lang starts it up. Tap forward. Goaltender. Pulls it back. Drops it in. Prudo back over. Putting pressure onto the puck. Has his stick knocked away. See a penalty coming up on Golden State at the 10:52 mark. So Team Field will be on a power play. Fisher, Prudo, Cusa, Tobin, and Bobst. Puck's down, back over Prudo, sends it back out to the point. Tobin's there. Back over to Fisher. Back over to Tobin. And that goes in. So Tobin from the point. I think it went off of Prudo. So Prudo, I believe, on the board. Back over to Ricky. Ricky folds up, shuffles it into the neutral zone. Prudo's there. Hit forward, over to Fisher. Fisher looking, shuffles it back right to a defender. Tapped all the way forward. Must be an icing. It is. Down. Golden Gate gets it. Center pass. Breaks the blue line. Breaks out. Justin with a nice save. late. Back over to Doc. Doc. Try to shuffle it forward. Unable to do it. Gets pulled off the puck. Now it's in the neutral zone. Sent back. All the way back. Justin out. Drops it down. Almost loses some hedge. Back over to Tobin. Tobin. Shuffles it back over to Ricky. Ricky. Back out to Colin. Colin gets by a man. Opposite side. Picked up by Kobe. Nichols try to get a shot attempt though. Over to the opposite side. Back over to Tobin. Tobin dumps it in. Back out to Nichols. Ricky charges up. And that goes into the protective netting. Luca, Jake, Bart out on the ice, back out to Thies. Thies sends it up into the neutral zone. Just outside of Jake. Thies pushes it forward. Luca on the forecheck, opposite side. Jake whiffs on the puck, now it's back in deep. Try to send it up clear, picked up by Bart. Bart had on the stick, back over to Jake. Shuffles it back over, picked up by Bart. Luca, right in the slot, almost had it. No icing. Back out to Box. Shuffle back opposite side over to Thies. Thies kicks it into the neutral zone. Knocked down by Luca. Luca. Shot attempt goes wide. Jake overruns the puck. Shot attempt. Justin steers it down. Knocks it back. Gate loses an edge. That looked like it could have been a trip. No call. Bruto back. Cycles around opposite side. Pick back up. Looking. Bruto. Cusa cycles it back over. And it gets knocked down. Fisher, Peruto, Cusa, Lang, and Ricky. Back over, Fisher. Tried to deliver to Peruto. Peruto lost it. Back over to Fisher. Fisher has it poked away from him. Back over to Lang. Lang tips it out. Comes across the blue line. Looking. It's a nice wicked shot off. Nichols, Kobe, Doc, Ricky, and Lang. All the way out to the point. Ricky's there, try to poke at it, keeps it in the zone. Now it comes back out to the neutral zone. Picked up by Lang. Lang sends it forward. All the way back up. Have to wait for the zone to clear. Nichols sends it back over to Kobe. Kobe. Delayed offside, cleared the zone. Shot attempt goes high, out to the opposite side corner. Picked back up over to Doc. Doc shuffles it back over to Kobe. Kobe shuffles the net into the slot. Gets picked up by Golden State. Doc turns. Back over to Kobe. Kobe pushes it forward. Aiden down, put pressure on. Back out to the neutral zone. Back over to Bob. Bob cycles it all the way around. Clear it out. Back over. Now it makes its way out to the neutral zone. Luca out onto the ice. Forecheck. Hits the referee. Now it's in the neutral zone. Jake is there. Pick up. Nice save by Justin. All the way. Delayed offside. Pulled back by Bops. Luca taps it forward. Bops is there. Bart all the way against the back wall. Shuffles it back. Tobin's there. Both get pulled up. Tobin is down. Looks like he's back up again. Tobin back over with a nice check. Picked back up by Bart. Bart turns the corner, gets it back up over to Tobin. Tobin opposite side over to Prudo. Prudo across the blue line. Turns the corner, try to get there. Picked back up. Center pass. Cusa's there. Puck gets swiped at. Makes its way high into the air, all the way back. Line change. Fisher across the blue line. Send it out to Prudo. Prudo gets around first defender. Try to maneuver it around. Back over. Try to center pass. Right there. Beast charging. Good pressure. Nice pass on the opposite side. And Justin with a nice save. Fisher, try to get it. Broken stick by Golden State player. Pick back up. Over to Cusa. Cusa, center ice. Comes across, dumps it over to Prudo. Opposite side. Fisher in the slot. Kept in by Lang. Lang sends it over to the opposite side. Golden State sends it forward. Peace on the back check. Turn. Knocked back out. Peace into the neutral zone. Taps it forward. Picks it up himself. Looks for Prudo. Shot attempt. Prudo right in the slot. Point blank shot. Goes off the goaltender to the back wall. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher back along the boards looking. Pulls back. Opposite Sakusa. Gets a nice shot attempt off. And that's a high stick. Down, back over, Ricky knocks it forward, back along the wall, out in the neutral zone. Now make it go across. Back over to Tobin. Tobin kicks it up to Kobe. It's out in the neutral zone again. Sent deep. Justin knocks it down, picked up by Tobin. Tobin. Back out to Doc. Doc. Back over to Nichols. Nichols cuts the corner, looks. A shot attempt off, knocked down, all the way back out. Tobin sends it deep. Still in the zone, back over, Doc's got it. Tried to get it, center pass had Nichols right in the slot, picked up by Kobe. Back over, intercepted by Tobin at the red line. Tobin sends it deep. 2:11 left in the first period. Back over to Doc. Nice check by Nichols. Center pass, tried to get it out to the point. Now it's over to Ricky. Shuffle it back over to Tobin. Tobin, nice pass. Wow. Bart with Luca and Jake. Florida State comes away with it. Push back up. Tobin try to shuffle it back out of his zone. Unable to do so. Justin shuffles it over. Tobin kicks it back up. Hits the referee. Now back over to Luca. Luca sends it forward. Luca back out to Bart. Bart with a shot attempt knocked down in front of the net. Ricky charges after it. Looks. Backhand shot attempt by Jake. Gets knocked down before. Pick back up. Jake shovels it back. Golden State cycles it back. 58 seconds left. First period. Tobin's there. Bart on the back check. Turns the corner back out to Luca. Luca just outside the reach of Cusa. Bart, little token pressure. Back out to Thies. Thies looks. Knocked down by Bobst. Over to Crudo. Crudo's got Cusa with him. Across the blue line. Jumped it over to Cusa. Over to Crudo. Fisher on the ice. Shuffles back. Turn. 3 seconds.
Off the board.
So that's the end of the first period. 1-0 Team Philadelphia.
Yeah, the Bears were fourth. They were on the 15th. Down. They just scrambled back to the 40-point Hail Mary and scored at the end zone, tied it up. It's 17-16.
Really? Just gotta take extra points.
All right, start of second period. Nichols, Kobe, Doc with Lang and Ricky. Touchdown, one back, picked up by Ricky. Ricky charges forward, splits a couple defenders, gets across the blue line, looks. Nice shot attempt, goes just a little bit high. There should have been a tripping call. Yep, there was. Delayed penalty for Team Philadelphia. Pushes it forward, back out. Guided to the corner. Golden State pulled the goalie, and that is a penalty coming up on Team Philadelphia. So Golden State will have a power play. So Luca, Bart, Lang, and Ricky out on the ice to kill the penalty off. It's all the way back. Lang's there. Shuffles it back out. Over to Luca. Luca sends it forward. Bart, a little taking pressure. Golden State. Shuffles it back out on the wing. Luca's pressure onto the puck. Golden State comes across, gains the zone, sends it back up, turns the brakes on, back out to the point. Back out on the wing.
Moving side to side.
Back out to the point. Kick saved by Justin. Sent all the way back down. Circle back. Luca back over. Pressure. Golden State, cross center ice, now red line. Shot attempt, Justin. Guides it into the corner, shuffled back all the way to the opposite side. Ricky picks it up.
Hold it.
Oh, door open to the rink. Nichols, Jake, Bobs, and Tobin out on the ice. Sent all the way down. Golden State charged up opposite wall. Nice save by Justin. Winger came all the way through from opposite side. Shouldn't happen. Back out to the point again. Kick save by Justin. Now makes its way out to the neutral zone. That's picked up. .13 seconds left on the penalty. Bruto, Fisher, Bobs, Tobin. Back down. Oh my gosh, puck was right there. And send it back out in the zone. Back over to Tobin. Shuffles it back over to Bobs. Even strength. Kick forward. Goaltender comes out. Fisher charges the puck, dropped down in front of him. Trudeau tries to knock it down, back in the neutral zone. Box is there. Sends a dip. Delayed offside cleared. Circles back over. Center pass back over to Tobin. Tobin dumps it out. Tobin in the neutral zone. Cusa. Pressure onto the puck. Turns the corner. Cusa was right there. Back over to Fisher. Fisher. Shuffle back. Now to the point. Knocked down. Picked up by Cusa. Cusa turns and fires. Bruto's back over. Back to Fisher. Fisher. Knocked down back to the point to Bops. Bops. Shot attempt. Gets knocked down over to Bruto. Picked back up by Bruto. Bruto splits a couple defenders. Looks over. Back over to Tobin. Tobin couldn't control it. Shuffles it back behind the net. Cusa over to retrieve. Catcher. Back out to Bops. Bops knocks it forward. Picked up by Cusa. Backhand over to Fisher. Misses the mark. Goes off in the defender's head. No icing call. Picked up by Bops. Bops to Cusa. Picked up by Fisher. Fisher kept Crudo on the opposite side. Delayed just a little bit. Knocked back over to Tobin. Tobin waits. Cycles it around to the opposite side. Golden State tried to clear it. Tobin's there. Knocked down. All the way back. One nothing. Nichols, Doc, Kobe, Thies, and Lang. Back down, picked up by Doc. Doc pushes it forward. Still there, back over to Nichols. Nice back feed to Doc with the rifle shot. Back out for Kobe. Kobe. Shot attempt goes off of the defender's stick into the back wall. Golden State comes away with it. Takes out, sends it deep. Justin on the back wall. Back over to Thies. Thies shuffles it back. Back out to Doc. Doc gets it. Getting slashed. There's a penalty. So penalty coming up on a slash. Nichols, Doc, Bart, Luca, Kobe out on the ice for power play opportunity. Back out. Shove it over to Nichols. Back over to Luca. Luca waits. Puck is right there, picked up by Kobe. Kobe picks it up back over to Bart. Shuffled it back over to Kobe. Knocked down. Shuffled it back over. Luca back over to Doc. Doc. Back out. Goes off the goaltender's shoulder. Back out to Doc. Picked up by Kobe. 1:11 left. Doc going long. Back out on the wing. Looking for a little help. Puts on the brakes. Shuffles it back out to Nichols at the wing. Back over to Kobe. Doc. Oh my gosh. Luca right in the slot. Taken off the wall. Poked back at it. Doc in a foot race. Picked back up by Nichols. Luca, opposite side over to Kobe. Kobe waits. Back out to Doc in the slot. Scores! Picks it clean. Rocker side above the pad for score number 2. So at the 8:21 mark, Team Philly gets its second goal. Cusa Fisher. Peruto. Back in the neutral zone, picked up by Fisher. Fisher comes across, looks, sends it deep. Golden State try to clear the zone. Peruto stops it clean. Looks, try to backhand over to Fisher. Is unable to do so. Back over to Cusa. Shuffles it back. Try to pick it up. Now it's over to Fisher. Fisher. Back over to Peruto. Has it knocked away. Peruto. Gathers it again. Back out. Looking. Peruto. Scores! Quick 1-2-3 from Peruto to Fisher to Cusa. Never heard that one before, but then puts the third point on the board. Back. Golden State pulls it back, looks, sends it out in the neutral zone, picked up by Cusa, shuffles it back over to Ricky. Ricky makes a move around, comes across, drives the blue line, looks, comes back, try to pull it back. Back out to Peruto. Peruto between his legs. Back out to Cusa. Cusa looking. Oh, he had an opportunity to take a shot. Try to feed over to Fisher. Tobin sends it deep. Oh, back over. Luka, Jake, Bart, Peace, and Bops. Bops at the point. Dumps it back. Luka knocks it back down. Luka. Back over to Bart. Bart kicks it back out to Bops. Bops at the point. Try to get a shot attempt off. Jake just outside of his reach. Jake shuffles it back over to Luka. Couldn't control. Slump back. Late offside cleared. Goaltender came out of net. Luka's back over putting pressure. Bart sends it deep. Luka, pressure onto the puck. Jake for a reach. Not there. Thies is there. Oh, hits Luka in the side of the grill. Down, Bops is there, picks it up, shuffles it into the neutral zone, tap forward, Bart gets a leg up, got a guy in the slot. Knocked down by Luka, good defensive pressure, and there's an offsides. Heston is coming off the ice and is still in the zone. Puck down. Nichols gathers it. Shot attempt off. Goaltender reached for it, was unable to do so. Shuffled around the opposite side. Nichols looking for a little help. Sends it back. Golden State makes some moves, comes across. So Nichols called with the trip. Excuse me. Do you mind? Thanks, appreciate it. Pucks down, pick back up by Kobe. Kobe sends it deep. Kobe by himself looking, try to turn and fire. Good hustle back. Doc putting pressure onto the puck. Comes across the blue line, gains his zone, sends it back up. Look, Kobe almost had it.
Come on.
Sent back out to the point. Out to the wing. Justin with the save. Bart Luca out on the ice. Pucks down back over to Ricky. Try to clear the zone. Knocked off the defender. Goaltender shuffles around the opposite side. Luca back, putting pressure on. Luca gathers it. Shot attempt. Cut out to the point, Ricky. Gets a shot attempt. Guided to the sidewall. Team Philly still 46 seconds left on a penalty kill. Shot attempt goes wide. Justin loves it. Try to send it out of his zone. Bart's back over to help him. Luca. Out to the opposite side. Pulled back out to the point. Out into the wing. Good save. Shot attempt goes wide and it comes out of his zone. Even strength, 309. And Bob sends it into the protective netting. Down to the back wall, picked up by Tobin. Tobin gets pinned up against the wall. Try to release. Tap forward, Bruto. Got Cusa with him on the other side. Bruto loses an edge, picks it back up again. Back out to Fisher. Fisher looking, shuffles it over to Bruto. Over to Cusa. Back out to Tobin. Opposite side. Redirect goes over top to the back wall. Fisher's there. Back out to Prudo. Fisher. Prudo gathers it. Looks. Opposite side, try to hit Prudo. Back out to Cusa. To the point. And redirect goes into the protective netting. Fruta picks it up, takes a shot, goes off the defender's shin guard. Fisher pokes at it, go forward. Pick back up. Fisher gathers it. Opposite side over to Cusa. Cusa across the blue line. Oh, nice pass. Right to Fisher coming down. Cusa to Fisher for fourth goal of the game. So 4-0 here at the 1:46 mark. Good draw down by Cusa into the corner to lead and wait for Fisher to fill the slot. Came down, soft touch, just made it its way around the blocker side save of the goaltender. Pick back up. Sent back, Golden State sent it in the neutral zone. Kobe reached for it, couldn't get to it. Kobe got out to back up opposite side. Got attempt knocked down by Nichols. Nichols gets it back out to Collin. Stop. Pass goes wide. Shot attempt by Lang at the point. It's knocked back down. Shuffle back over to Doc. Doc's got Nichols on the opposite side. Stopped at the point by Lang. Nichols with a shot attempt. Now it'll make its way for an icing call.
Hey, nice keep.
Down to the back wall. Doc in pursuit. Golden State shuffles around the opposite side. Nichols back over to retreat. Picked up in the slot by Nichols. Nice pickup. Gets a shot attempt off. .31 seconds left, second period. 4-0 Team Philly. Nichols try to knock it down. Peace is there. Jumps around the opposite side. Picked up in the corner by Golden State. Back out to the point. Shot attempt goes wide. Peace. Shuffles it along the boards. Kobe's there. Nichols back over to Dot. And that's the end of the second period. So Team Philly up 4-0.
Yeah, stay free.
Done.
They're going for game one. The Rams are going for game one and two.
How far is it? 42.
Yeah, Kev, Rams won.
Okay.
So does that mean they played a block? No.
Seattle. Tobin, after went off face off, Jake's in the neutral zone, picked up by Bart. Try to shuffle it forward. Golden State gathers it, sends it out to the neutral zone. Bart, nice stick. Jake pulls it through. Sends it back up. That should be an icing call. Back out. Jake tried to knock it down. Still in his own. Bart's there. Justin guides it back over. Tobin swipes at it. Back out to Jake. Jake pulls it back. Back out to Bart. Bart across the blue line. Shot attempt. Guided to the back wall. Picked up by Tobin at the point. Keeps it in. Shuffled back over. Luka against the wall. Nice shot by Jake. One-timer. Goaltender couldn't put the glove completely on it. Golden State makes the turn. Picked up by Tobin. Dumps it back over. Back over. Picked up by Cusa. Cusa tried to shuffle it back over. State sends it back in the neutral zone. Tobin across the blue line. Nice shot attempt. Ricochets off. Tobin turns and fires. Golden State sends it deep all the way to the back wall. Justin knocks it down. Pluto. Over to Fisher. Fisher's got Kisa. Try to soft pass. Back out to Pluto. Pluto loses it. Golden State comes away with it. Fisher knocks it away. Now it's back out. Pluto. Try to backhand. Back over to Fisher. Fisher looking. Soft roll. Piece. Jumps it back in. Back out to Cusa. Pluto's there. Try to get a stick on it. Back out to Bops. Maneuvers around. Comes across the blue line. Shuffles it back over to Pluto. Pluto. Back out to Bops. Bops. All the way out to Cusa. Cusa. Try to tap it forward. Cusa picks it up. Pluto, that is. Back over to Cusa. Cusa back out to Pluto. Pluto. Try to feed it back out. Reach for by Nichols. Center pass. Knocked down by Keith. Back on the back. Over to Pluto. Pluto taps it forward into the neutral zone. Golden State. Fox circles it back out. Takes a wicked bounce off the wall. Doc in pursuit. Justin knocks it down. Nice save. 11-10. Back wall picked up by Ricky. Ricky's there. Looks. Circles it back up to Kobe. Circles it back toward Doc. Nichols. Pressure. Back over to Doc. Justin thought about it. Came out of net. Ricky shuffles it over into the corner. Picked up by Golden State. Center pass. Knocked down by Nichols. Golden State tried to center it back out. Lang across the blue line. Tried to dribble it forward. Knocked down by Lang. And Golden State puts a glove on it. .22 left in the game. Back out to Ricky at the point. Ricky tried to get a shot off. Jake centers it back out to Bart. Backhand. Wow, what a pass by Luka. Jake couldn't capitalize on it. That was gorgeous. All the way over to the opposite side. Golden State. Picked back up by Luka. Luka waits for the zone to clear. Dumps it in. Jake. Guy falls down. Luka picks it back up. Opposite side. Waiting for Jake to come around. He got nailed in the face. Back out to Ricky. Ricky splits a couple defenders. Gets a shot attempt off. Luka's back over, knocks it down underneath the player. Shot attempt goes off of Justin's sleeve. They try to jump it forward over to Cusa. Fisher. Cusa breaks free with it. Tried to turn the corner. Sorry, got the camera off there. Fisher on the other side. Joins him. Tried to keep it. Now it's in the neutral zone. Box. Good stick lift by Perudo. Now it's back over to Bops. Bops bats it into the neutral zone. 8 minutes left in the game. Back over to Bops. Shuffles it back out. Over to Fisher. Fisher looking. Loses it off his stick. Picked up by Cusa. Cusa shuffles it back over to Kobe. Kobe try to get it over to Fisher. Wow, off the crossbar. Cusa shot. Shot attempt by Tobin. Goes off the defender's stick. It's knocked down in front of him. Cusa's there. Knocked back down. Line change for the Golden State Elite. Picked up by Doc in the slot. Looks back in. Oh my gosh, that was a nice feed over to Kobe. Back over to Kobe. Kobe shuffles it back over to Nichols. Intercepted at the blue line by Lang. Gets a shot attempt off. Knocked down. Goaltender all the way back. Picked up by Thies, who just came on the ice. 6:26 left in the game. Centering pass. Doc tried to knock it down. Picked back up at the point. Kobe sends it deep. Nichols is there. Golden State try to get it out of the zone, and that goes into the bench.
You got it, Phil.
Down, Bart gets it out to the point, but Thies shot attempt, goalie kicks it into the corner. Jake's over there. Picked up by Bart. Bart over to Thies. Release back to the back wall, picked up by Luka. Luka by himself. Nice centering attempt. Jake gets it into the neutral zone. .26 left. Shot from center ice. Justin guides it into the corner. Bart circles around. Center pass over to Lucas. Puts it in the corner line. Shot attempt. Fisher. Back over. Picked up by Thies, circles it back out. Golden State across the blue line. Sends it deep. Fisher retrieves. Circles it back over. Kusa gives it up to Fisher. Fisher's got Crudo with him. Try to break free, turn the corner, is unable to do so. Back to the back wall. Crudo, try to feed Fisher. Back out Tobin at the point. Tobin try to knock it down. Back out to Kusa. Kusa back over Crudo. Crudo, oh. Try to get it. Kusa. Fisher releases it. Kusa back into the corner. 4 minutes left in the game. Back out to Fisher. Pulls it through. Centering pass, scored by Fisher. Top shelf opposite side as a nice feed. So 5-0 with 3:51 left in the game. Down, back over Thies. Back in the neutral zone. Tobin turns the corner. Back over to Doc. Picked up by Tobin. Golden State sends it deep. Justin hits it to the back wall. Picked up by Ricky. Ricky turns, makes a move. Back out to Tobin. Tobin in the neutral zone. Back out to Doc. All the way to Kobe into the protected netting. 2:58. Goes back, pushes it in. Heston guides it over to the corner, back over to Doc. Doc try to clear his own, now picks up a loose puck by Ricky. Ricky over to Kobe. Shot attempt. Puck is in the air. Nobody knew where it was. Doc is there. Opposite side. That's an offside. Puck's down, sent deep, all the way to the back wall, picked up by Bops. Bops shuffles it back over to Thies. Thies gets checked. Picked up by Heston. Heston shuffles it back. Back out to Heston. Shovels it back out to Bart. Back out to Luca. Luca loses it. Good pass by Bart to center the puck. Justin comes out of net, knocks it down. Richard sends it over the opposite side to Bob. Shovels it back over to Richard. Back out to Bart. Bob. Trudeau, little token pressure all the way back to Thies. Thies looking. Sends it back up. Trudeau in a foot race. He's got Cusa on the other side. Back out to Fisher in the slot. Shot attempt. Still sitting there. Gets knocked out. Back out to Lang. 45 seconds left in the game. Back out to Cusa. Cusa with a nice shot attempt. Fisher through to Cusa. Lang and Ricky. Knocked back down. Trudeau try to clear it back. Gets it knocked away. Golden State, center pass, back out. Lang shuffles it in. Icing call. Touchdown, back over. Ricky's there. 11 seconds. Cycles it back up. Tip forward. Back out. All the way down. And that'll do it. All right, so Team Philadelphia goes 3-0-1. They'll make it to the championship game. That championship game is tomorrow at 11:45. So everybody stay tuned for that. So we'll see everybody tomorrow. Have a good night. And thanks.